I don't want to go on vacation. I don't want to walk the beach. I don't want to go for a bike ride because you know how tiring it's going to be. But if you're in shape, you lose the weight, you exercise, eat healthy, the whole world opens up for you. Coach Greg, and in today's video, Jason Nash, over 3 million followers, he loses 50 pounds in a life-changing transformation. Guys, 49 years old, shows age is just a number. You think it's too late? You're wrong. It is never too late. This guy, he did it right. Watch the video already, and finally someone loses the weight the right way. And so we're gonna watch the video, show you exactly how you too can do it.
About 10 days, I'm gonna be running my first half marathon at the age of 49.
Can't make it. Jay.
And so the guy's running half marathons, loses 50 pounds after recovering from a hip transplant surgery. And so if this guy can do it, well, so can you.
I know a lot of my friends have been getting in shape. Heath got in shape, John Castro, Natalie.
And so first things first, he watches all these other transformations, guys losing this kind of weight in 3 months. He says, no, I'm gonna do it at my own pace. Took him 1.5 years. And so remember, it's not a race. It took him over 40 years to get to this point. And so why rush it? You don't need to do it in 3 months. And those of you who lose the weight that quickly almost always regain the weight. And then some. 95% of diets fail. Why? Because you go too hard. Your diet's too restrictive. You're on a starvation diet. You're doing 2-a-day workouts. You can't keep it up. And eventually your willpower runs out. And you go all in and regain all the weight. But not this guy. He recognized his limitations. He took his time. Consistency, month after month, year after year, will always win out over short-term motivation. One thing that really bothers me is people who are overweight think it's not negatively impacting your life. Listen, it's not like not knowing how to play an instrument. Perhaps I want to play the guitar every now and then, but it's not that big a deal that I can't. But when you're out of shape, it affects you every single day. Guy wanted to try boxing. Well, I'm not fit enough. Let's take the dogs for a walk. No, I'm tired. I just want to watch Netflix and chill. And so because you're overweight, so much of your life is being limited, and it might not even be conscious. It's in your subconscious. You don't even think about it. Oh, I'm not going to go for a walk. I'm not going to do this or that. I don't want to go on vacation. I don't want to walk the beach. I don't want to go for a bike ride because you know how tiring it's going to be. But if you're in shape, you lose the weight, you exercise, eat healthy, the whole world opens up for you.
You know, I couldn't do it because I was old. But as I worked out and as I lost a little bit more weight and as I got stronger and stronger, I decided to try.
And remember, this guy is not an athlete. He's a regular guy weighing over 225 pounds, and he's in his late 40s, and he decided enough is enough. I'm going to slowly lose the weight bit by bit, and over time, I'll reach my goal. And that he did.
3 years ago, I was not in a good place. I was 226 pounds. I had a girlfriend that would order chicken parmesan at 11:30 at night.
And so 3 years ago, girlfriend wanted to order a lot of junk, and so you get caught up in that lifestyle. You eat junk, you sit around, you don't move. And so one bad habit leads to the next, and before you know it, you're over 225 pounds. You want to lose the 50 pounds, but you don't know how. And I'll tell you how. Make it a goal to lose half the weight that you want to. Not all of it. Half. Everyone can do half. The problem is people bite off more than they can chew, quite literally, and they can't keep it up. If you want to lose 50 or 100 pounds, rather than think you need to lose all of it, lose half and do so slowly. Take your time. It is not a race.
One thing that happened around 2020 was that my hip really started to hurt, and I went and saw a doctor, and he said that I needed a total hip replacement. That recovery was brutal.
And so he had hip replacement surgery, a huge setback. You can't move around for several months, having to walk on crutches and so on. Been there, done that, had my hip surgery. You see me in crutches. And what did we both do? We kept going. We didn't quit. We didn't make excuses to sit on our asses and eat. Just because you suffer a setback does not mean it has to be the end of your goals. Keep going. Don't give up. Take your time, of course. And remember, calories in, calories out. And so if you can't do as much exercise as you used to because you're on crutches, you had surgery, doesn't mean you can't eat fewer calories. And so how do you make up for doing less cardio? Well, you consume fewer calories. And once the surgery is complete, you start recovering, rehabbing, well, you go harder than last time. Perhaps you're walking on crutches, month or two you're going for normal walks, and months later you're back to jogging, perhaps even running and competing in half marathons.
I went and saw the doctor and I was like, when can I run again? And he was like, I don't know if you're going to be able to run again. And that really sucked.
And so my doctor, my surgeon said, Coach Greg, you used to do triathlons, but running, it's not good for you. The hip, it can't take it. And all those squats you've been doing, perhaps the deadlifts as well, I would really give those up. It's not going to be good. You don't want to become like Ronnie Coleman. And so what did I do? Well, I stopped squatting. I continued to deadlift, but as of now, I haven't done deadlifts for about 3 years, and I've moved on. Instead of running, I bike ride. And so despite being limited, there's always something else you can do. If you can't ride a bike, you can't run, perhaps you can swim. Can't swim, you can go for a hike. And maybe it's too cold outside. Well, why not try skiing, cross-country skiing, downhill? You find the sport that's right for you.
This is my dad, Bob. He's gonna check out my new physique. Ready?
Yep, I'm ready. Oh! How did you get like that?
And so how did he get like that, getting the six-pack? Well, it took him 1.5 years. Slowly dieting in a small calorie deficit. Calories in, calories out. That combined with cardiovascular exercise, lifting weights, you're going to have muscle, you're going to burn fat. And slowly over time, you'll build muscle, burn fat, and get into the shape of your life.
I had a long reckoning with myself about food, and I'm addicted to food. And I sort of just said to myself, you know what, now you really need to not eat so much so you can feel better.
And so he's in his late 40s. He's come to an epiphany. I'm addicted to food. I've eaten this my entire life. But is the taste of food really worth sacrificing my health? And so ask yourself the same question. Is it worth it? Is it worth being morbidly obese? Is it worth not putting the fork down, all just to taste food? And so what you're really missing out is on tasting the spices of life, the joy. Yeah, you're tasting the candies, the burgers, and the fries, but do you really need to? Is it really that important? You're missing out on everything life has to offer. I'm not saying you can't eat those same foods. Just limit them. Smaller portions. And of course, don't forget to pick up my freaking cookbook. Low calorie, delicious recipes, high in fiber, high in protein for the big eaters. You don't want to stop eating those foods you love like wraps, French toast, pancakes, burgers, lasagna, ice cream, and so on. Well, get the book. It'll have all your favorite recipes made lower in calories, lots of fiber. You're going to actually feel full. You won't even feel like you're dieting. While you're at it, pick up my Circle Diet book. It's my life work explaining exactly how to lose weight and keep it off, not just for now, for the rest of your life. Click the link in the description, code Greg, 10% off.
I was able to lose all the weight is because of Todd. He still does it. He'll call me every night at 9 o'clock or he'll text me. He'll be like, running in the morning.
And not only that, he found a partner, somebody who could run with. This challenged and motivated him. And so if you're having trouble doing it on your own, find a friend, go and do it together. And you're looking for improvements in your cardiovascular performance, why not try G-Shred or GO2 Max? Help you burn fat, burn more calories, exercise at a faster pace. GO2 Max has been compared to Cardarine, GW501516. Made videos on this in the past. It's absolutely unbelievable. Shown in human studies, not some rat study, that it clinically will in fact help you to perform cardio at a faster pace, burn more calories, and become a better version of yourself. I take this every single day doing cardio and before I go to the gym. And the main ingredient, NMN, also shown to have anti-aging properties in lower doses. And so why not give GO2 Max a try?
Yeah, after Jason had hip surgery, he was finally able to really climb Runyon Mountain.
And so notice the joy, the excitement, the happiness in this guy. He can now do all the things he wished he could have done not only a few years ago. And so is it not worth it to you to put the fork down, to start doing 150 minutes of cardio a week, to challenge yourself to progressive overload, to train harder than last time? I can't understand how anyone wouldn't agree with me. But perhaps you just haven't found the sport for you. Keep trying, keep experimenting. Eventually, you will find it. And so some people saying life's too short to exercise.
Life's too short to exercise. I'm just going to be honest. There's so many better things to do than exercise. The exercise is such a conspiracy.
No, life is too short not to exercise.
My mental health is better. I'm not beating myself up. I don't look in the mirror and go, God damn, you lazy.
And it's not just the physical. You look better, you live longer, you're healthier. It's also the mental component. You love your body more, you feel good about yourself. And so hopefully this motivates you that you too can do it. It's not too late. Please, if you're interested in any of the HDLT supplements, please use code Greg, 10% off. Click the link in the description. Remember, the Circle Diet book, the cookbooks, the training books, coaching plans by me and my team. Get all those. Use code Greg, 10% off. Click the link now. Subscribe. Click the bell button. Do that now. Like the video if you liked it. Watch one of the boobs. Follow me on Instagram, Greg Doucette IP Pro. And until next time, I'm out.